Coming up next, overall outstanding faculty member Chris Miller discusses his commitment to teaching and engaging students.
There's this book called The Book of Lists, and it was published a while ago, but it was by Wallace and Walensky, I think I say his last name. And they published this thing, the list of fears, and the number one fear on that list was fear of public address. And number two was death and disease, right? And Jerry Seinfeld said this in his stand-up. He said one time, he said, if that's true, if the majority of people fear public address more than dying, then at a funeral, the majority of people would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy, right? I think I inspire my students a couple ways. One is I share a lot, myself personally, I've gone through some stuff, and my students, sometimes they'll ask me about that. I think by being honest with them too, and telling them, like, look, life isn't going to necessarily get better, it's not going to get worse either, but we all have to, and I think if we all can recognize that we're all in the same boat, that we have some struggles and we have some accomplishments. Early on, I had to adapt. I love sports, and I always used to use sports examples. And I would say to people like, hey, if you don't want sports, sorry. But now I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you have to adapt. There might be 2 or 3 people that know sports, but the rest of them don't, and they're never gonna watch it. So you're either gonna have them ignore you and not pay attention, or you're gonna read more papers. You're gonna read more than just the sports section. You're gonna open up and read the national news. You're gonna watch TV shows. You're going to appeal to them. You're gonna listen to contemporary music, because you have to know what Miley Cyrus is doing. I don't necessarily have to like her music, but whatever. I'm gonna listen to it. So when they talk about it in class, I'm not completely out of the loop. Did you see what this person did? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But when they talk about it in class, I try to go look it up. Feels good, and I'm not gonna hide that it doesn't feel good. It's a cool feeling to me, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that my or whoever the committee members are, that whoever the student is that nominated me, they took the time to fill it out, and then people saw my stuff and they thought, yeah, it's worthy of getting that. It's a pretty cool, humbling, so humbling pat on the back. When Jean called me this year and she's like, what? I did. I sat there and I was like, thanks a lot, I appreciate that, and then I did. And I'm an emotional guy, and I hate that about myself, but I did, I cried, And I remember calling my mom and telling her that when I was young, my mom, gosh, I might have been like 9 or 10, 11. My mom would know better than I would. But we were in this house in Fort Collins, and I remember I told my mom something. We were in the kitchen, and my mom said, "You should be a teacher," and I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I think you'd be really good at teaching." And I can remember that. Gosh, you walk in that front door, and there's the living room, and there's the kitchen right there to the left, or the dining room table, and the kitchen to the right. And then I can remember seeing my mom as a kid, her saying that, and then not thinking that and then I'm not ever pursuing teaching. Going to college, thinking I might go into law, or I might go into business or something like that. But then actually getting in front of a class for the first time as a graduate assistant and teaching, and really, really liking it. My mom, it's that nostalgic thing, I love my mom so much. And so the fact that I might be good at it, like I might actually be good at something, and teaching is the thing,
because like my mom told me to do it. It's tough, dude. I mean, it makes me so happy and so proud of that moment. But it's stupid, I know. Like, there's part of me that's like, you're not supposed to be prideful about it. And I'm not prideful, I'm more than humbled by it, but damn, does it make me feel good to be my mom's kid. And like I said, that feels good to know that maybe I am good at that thing.